Maybe you're like me. Right before bed, my hands still scroll, almost unconsciously. Nothing big, just a phone, a little news, a few short videos. But that little turns into a lot. Before I know it, I'm going to sleep way later than I planned. And the next morning, my alarm rings, my head feels like it's wrapped in fog, and I drag myself through the day running on low energy. I'd asked myself countless times, if I put my phone down earlier, would my sleep be any different? But the real decision came one night, after I caught myself wasting 40 extra minutes on things I wouldn't even remember the next morning. That's when I finally committed. For 7 days I would turn off my phone at least 1 hour before bed. It sounded simple, but this tiny challenge cracked open a whole set of doors, about sleep, emotions, focus, and even the way I talk to myself. Night 1. I kept it basic, set my alarm on an old-school clock, left my phone in the living room, walked into my bedroom with a warm glass of water. Suddenly the room felt different. No glowing blue light, no ping from notifications, just silence. And wow, silence felt uncomfortable. My hands twitched, searching for my phone out of habit. I opened a thin book and tried reading. At first, my mind still raced at the speed of scrolling. I couldn't stay with the words for more than 5 minutes. But half an hour later, my breathing deepened. For once, I felt tired in the way you're supposed to feel tired. Ready for sleep, not overstimulated. I fell asleep faster than usual, even if I still woke up a few times. Lesson 1. Night silence isn't empty space, it's a gentle bridge leading back to your body. Night 2. Same ritual, phone far away, warm tea in hand, and this time, I wrote a few lines in my journal. Just simple questions. What am I grateful for today? Where did I feel tired? The act of writing slowed my buzzing brain. I realized something. Normally my pre-sleep mind is like a boardroom at rush hour. Messages, headlines, posts all barging in demanding attention. But when I pulled the plug an hour earlier, the mental traffic stopped. My thoughts finally had space to settle. That night I slept more deeply. Woke up lighter. The fog in my head seemed to lift. Lesson 2. Your phone doesn't just steal time, it steals mental bandwidth, the bandwidth you need to end the day in peace. Day 3. I noticed something surprising. I woke up without dragging myself out of bed. But that night, a new challenge arrived. FOMO. You know, that little voice. What if there's an urgent email? What if my friends messaged me? What if some big news just broke? I realized my real attachment wasn't just the content, it was the dopamine hit, the thrill of maybe a fun message, maybe an important update. Our brains are wired for these unpredictable rewards. So I wrote it down. What am I really afraid of missing? If it's important, will it still be there in the morning? The answer was hilariously obvious. Yes, anything truly important will survive 1 hour. Lesson 3. When you name your fear, like FOMO, it loses half its power. Day 4. Here's the breakthrough. It's not just about turning the phone off, it's about replacing it with a ritual. I built what I call my bedtime runway. Clear my desk for 3 minutes, so tomorrow starts in order. Switch on warm lights, soft yellow tells my eyes, time to close. Stretch gently for 5 minutes, so my body knows we're winding down. Write 3 little for tomorrow notes so my mind can let go. With this ritual, I didn't crave my phone. Brains hate empty space, but rituals fill that space with care. I slept faster with less tossing around. Lesson 4. You don't remove habits, you replace them. Day 5. Something unexpected happened. My focus during the day improved. Normally, whenever I hit a tough task, I'd reflexively open my phone. But after practicing discipline at night, I was less likely to abandon my work during the day. That evening, I did miss my usual bedtime scroll, so I picked a book I actually enjoyed. Because here's the truth, the brain still wants entertainment, it just matters what kind. Some inputs drain you, others nourish you. Lesson 5. Daytime focus starts with nighttime discipline. Day 6. I looked in the mirror and noticed small changes. Less puffiness in my face, eyes less dry. Without bending over my phone in bed, my neck and shoulders felt better too. Those tiny discomforts, a stiff neck, irritated eyes, were my body's way of begging me to listen. That night I played soft piano music, dimmed the lights, and sat still for 5 minutes, just 5. My heart and breath dropped into a slow, steady rhythm. The sleep that followed was deep, quiet, free of restless dreams. Lesson 6. When you stop pouring noise into the night, your body finally speaks, softly but truthfully. Day 7. By the final night, leaving my phone on the shelf outside the bedroom felt natural. For the first time in months, I didn't need to try. It felt like I was choosing to stand on the side of my sleep. I wrote in my journal, I didn't find magic, but I did find a calmer version of myself. Giving the night back 60 minutes gave me 480 minutes of better days, less wasted work hours, more meaningful time with loved ones, and fewer empty moments alone. Lesson 7. Sleep is an act of self-respect. Turning off your phone before bed is simply telling yourself, I deserve this peace. How I didn't lose this challenge. I didn't rely on willpower alone. I built little levers. Phone charged in the living room. Distance kills temptation. Real alarm clock, no excuses to keep my phone near. A list of replacements. Short book, soft music, 3-line journal, 5-minute stretch. Warm lighting, yellow tones calm both eyes and mind. Permission to fail. If I slipped up, no judgment, just reset. Habits are chains, not single links. Tools over willpower. That's the trick. Some might say, but I need my phone at night, for reading, meditation, podcasts. I get it, I thought the same. But here's what works for me. Airplane mode plus pre-downloaded content. One app only, like a reading app. Timer set to 30 minutes. Grayscale mode. Trust me, Instagram looks a lot less tempting in black and white. The real question isn't whether phones are good or bad, it's whether they're serving you or swallowing you. I started this experiment because I was exhausted. I kept it going because it made me gentler. And I want to continue because my days now feel more worth living. Sure, I'll mess up sometimes. But now I know the way back. A clock, a book, a warm cup of tea, a stretch, and one page to write down what I'm ready to let go. If you've listened this far, maybe some part of you also longs for a quieter night. Try it. 1 week, turn off your phone an hour before sleep. Not to prove anything, just as an act of courtesy to yourself, and see what happens. Maybe like me, you'll realize that peace doesn't come from knowing more. It comes from needing less. If this story resonated with you, share your experience below, and hit subscribe to join me for more of these small but mighty challenges. Habits that quietly reshape us, one night at a time.